All right, y'all. I'm on the wrong page. Here we go. Pre-algebra, Mr. Chow time, adding and subtracting like fractions. Let's try to keep this one short. This is lesson 16, page 120. Here we go. When you're adding and subtracting fractions that are like fractions, and a like fraction is just a fraction that has the same denominator, then all you do is you just add across. So, how do you add 2 and 3? Well, the same way that we added 2 and 3 on a number line. If here's 0, we go over 2, and then we go over 3 more. And that gives us 5. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So, here we go. Some examples. 7 plus 6 equals 13 over 10, which is 1 and 3 over 10. 5 plus negative 7 is negative 2 over 8, which is negative 1 over 4. Right, so remember that if you're adding a positive number and a negative number, then the number with a larger absolute value comes first, and we just subtract by the other number, and then we get 2, and then the number with a larger absolute value is the one that gets to win the sign battle. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and do these on your own? Welcome back. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 over 5 is 1. Negative 5/8 plus positive 11/8. 11 is a number with a larger absolute value, so 11 minus 5 is 6. 6 over 8, which is 3 over 4. Compound fractions, here we go again. With compound fractions, you can just add across. You don't actually have to. Where's my pen? Okay, so you could just add these across. That's 5, and then 5 over 5, which is 1, which is 5 plus 1 equals 6. So if anyone did not exactly follow that, essentially, when the fraction that you're adding becomes 1 or greater, when the numerator is equal to the denominator or bigger than, then you have to convert this into a mixed number. In this case, it's not a mixed number. In this case, it just turns into 1, and then you add it onto the whole number. So go ahead and do these on your own. Here we go. 3 plus 8 is 11. 2 plus 1 is 3 over 5. Negative 2 and 3/7 plus negative 4 and 5/7. Negative 2 plus negative 4 is negative 6. Negative 5 plus negative 3 is negative 8 and 7. So here, again, we have a case where the numerator is larger than the denominator. And so you would convert this into negative 6 plus a negative 1 and 1/7. And that gives you negative 7 and 1/7. Great. Moving on. Subtraction works just like addition. As long as the denominator is the same, then the numerators just get subtracted. So in this example, 4 minus 3 is 1. You keep the 9, 1 over 9. Subtracting like fractions with denominators is just like adding. 4 minus 1 is 3. Oops, did not mean to do that. Okay, go ahead and do this on your own. Welcome back. Here we go. 5 minus 10 is negative 5 over 15. Reduce this to 1 over 3. 7 minus 3 is 4 over 8 is 1 over 2. Variables can still represent numbers. So if we had x minus y, that'd be 3 over 5 minus a negative 4 over 5. Remember that when you're subtracting a negative, that's the same as adding. So this is the same as 3 over 5 plus 4 over 5, which is 8 over 5, which is 1 3/5. Evaluate each expression. Go ahead and do this on your own. Okay, welcome back. A is 3 over 8 minus b, which is a negative 5 over 8. Here we're adding, so this is 8 over 8, which equals 1. C is 7 over 8. We're subtracting 3 over 8. So that's 4 over 8. That's 1/2. Real life, Mr. Chow has 5 1/8 yards of string to tie sausages. I love tying sausages. If he uses 1 7/8 yards on one sausage, how much string does he have left? So I had a total of 5 1/8. Then I used up 1 7/8. Right? So with subtraction, you could just subtract across as well. But it gets a slightly messy sometimes. I don't really care how you do it. In this case, I'm going to convert these. Not because it's easier, but because I feel like it's less prone to mistakes. I think you'll make less mistakes if you just convert first. So this is going to be 41 over 8 minus 15 over 8. 41 minus 15 is 6. 26. 26 over 8, which is 3 2/8, which is 3 1/4. In case you're wondering how I convert from 26 over 8 to 3 2/8, how many times is 8 to go into 26? 3 times. That's where I get the 3. And then you get a remainder of 2. You just put that on top. Okay. Your turn. The Daytona International Speedway is one of the longest tracks used in NASCAR races. It is 2.5 miles long. Richmond International Speedway is 3/4 mile long. How much longer is Daytona than Richmond? Welcome back. All right, so Daytona is 2.5, which is the same thing as 2/4. We're going to subtract then 3/4. So this is 10 over 4 minus 3 over 4, which is 7 over 4, which is 1 3/4. Here we're talking about miles. So how much longer is Daytona Speedway than Richmond? 3 1/4 miles. Remember that subtracting distances or subtracting on when subtracting numbers, it's like finding the distance between two numbers. So for example, 5 minus 3. 5 is here, 3 is here. The distance between them is 2. Negative 2 and 2. 2 minus negative 2. The distance between them, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one way you can think about subtracting numbers, although that doesn't always work. It's more a thing that you can use if you're subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number. Anyway, what is the distance though of these two numbers, 3/4 and 1/4? Well, you can do that by subtracting, right? 3/4 minus negative 1/4 is the same as negative 3/4 plus 1/4, which is negative 2/4, which is negative 1/2. So let's try that again. Well, no, this time you do it on your own. Do this one on your own. All right, welcome back. Negative 11 over 15 minus a negative 2 over 15 is 11 over 15 plus, oh, that's supposed to be a 15, 2 over 15, which is negative 9 over 15, which is 3 over 5, negative 3 over 5. Okay, thanks. Have a good one. Bye.